So it's 8:30 on a Friday night. No, it's Thursday night, and I haven't got the post up. Which, if you've been following for a while, I know that frustrates you. I'm sorry, but I thought maybe you'd like to join us tonight, or Lindsay's film, and join me tonight, and let me show you what the process is for posting a workout tomorrow, and what we go through on a Friday, and help you understand sort of how I do it. I don't know if that would interest you or not, but I thought I'd at least give it a go. So let me give you an orientation. Here's kind of how it works. First things, let me take that. I'll just give them. By the way, this is where Lindsay goes. Hi, she sits there. Um, this is HQ. This is the little tiny room that I go to. I use that as kind of a thought board, and then that's a library that I've stocked over years. My ancient clock that mom and dad gave me, etc. So we've got just some keepsakes. These two things are kind of cool. That was given to me for my birthday. I don't know how old it is, but I think it's from I wouldn't even guess. I know that's from the 70s. And anyway, that's just an orientation. I do everything from this little computer on this little screen on that little keyboard. I don't know if that would interest you or not, but I thought we'd show it to you anyway. Here's how the process works. So it is Thursday. Tomorrow we have to finish the week. One of my promises to you is that I will put a full functioning fitness on you. If you'll join me on Monday, by the time we get you on to Friday, you'll be done. I'll have all the fitness you need. Really, we will, top to bottom. I'll balance it all out, top to bottom, left to right, back to front. And we'll put all your strength on you, all your stamina on you, all your cardio on you, all your flexibility on you. And that's kind of my commitment to you. So tomorrow we got to finish up. And I'm just looking. Here's how I do it. Typically, I'll open a couple of pages. I'll have this page over here just open so I can kind of look at what last week was. This is the list of workouts in the back end of my website. I can go back for quite a ways and just look how far the workouts are. I don't know why it won't do it anymore, but I used to be able to scroll all the way back to the beginning of time, all the way back to like 2010. Yeah, that's when I started. It was 2010. And I could watch every workout we've ever done, and now I can't. And so here's how it actually works. What I'll do is I'll pop into the workouts. For some reason it happens now on my phone better. And right off the bat, I'll start doing this. Here's some of my thoughts as I start doing this. I'll start scrolling back. I don't even want to be in the last 2 years. And I've really been on a 2015 kick lately. Namely like September, October of 2015. Let me just kind of show you. So I want to go back, first of all, and I want to look at kind of where we were a few years ago. And then I'll just start looking at things that might interest me, things that are interesting. But first thing, you have to go over to here, to this screen, and you have to, okay, what did we do? So we've got Fab 50, that was our abdominals, that's our prehab day. Water breaker, I can go here and look at it. I don't know why it's not pulling up so fast. So we've got some good power cleans. We got your pull-ups, which was stacked from the pull-in workout, right? So kettlebell swings, those are done for the week. We got the box jumps and the jump rope. So no pushing in this one. So now I got to go back and find some pushing, right? Pulling was Tuesday. Most of us didn't do Tuesday. So I've got the pulls that I put on you. I don't have many squats until I go back to Monday and look at that one. I'm like, okay, good. Well, here's some burpees and there's some pushing. So that looks pretty well balanced. If you balance that now with Wednesday's pulling, nobody did Tuesday. Some of you did. And then the thrusters, that's some good squats. So really, tomorrow needs to be a full day, right? Tomorrow, what I've got to do with you is, because I did squats and pushing on Monday, I did a lot of pulling, left the squats a little bit alone. Tomorrow, Friday, I've got to put a push, pull, squat, and core on you. And so tomorrow's one of those days. It's one of those cool, typical Monday, Wednesday, and Friday days. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go looking for a workout that seems a little bit like that Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, right? The push, pull, squat, core. And like I said, I'm in sort of a September kick right now, September of 15 kick right now. And you'll see some of them, right? Like, oh, do you remember that one, Team Abbott? I missed that one. I wish we could pull that kind of stuff back up. But as I start scrolling through these and I get closer to September, that's going backwards. You'll start seeing some workouts from this week pop up, and from last week. There's that flip flop Tabata. Yeah, so you'll start seeing some stuff pop up that looks like the stuff you've been doing, right? Anyway, so now I'm just looking for a thing. Now here's Copperhead. Now remember that's a pretty good one with some deadlifts in it. I look at that, but unfortunately it's a Copperhead pull. It is a pulling week, but I think we're done. I'm going to put some pulls on you, but I don't need to focus up on them really hard. So I'll come down to smack. That was so cool. We need to bring that back. Now here's one. Round the horn. Sometimes when I go really heavy push and pull, like push-ups and pull-ups, I know I have to back off a little bit. So I've got these arm workouts that we can do, right? So here we've got a 10-meter high knee sprint, and then some dumbbell push presses. And so now there's my push, there's my pull, a biceps pull, and I'll only ever do that to you if your pull was already complete. Now we'll call this one a pull. We got the triceps. It's kind of lacking in abs, but our abs are covered, so we're good. Round the horn might be a viable option, but I'm going to do a little more running this week. I think I like to do a little more running, so I'm going to look for something with a little more running in it. Let's look at Dalton. Dalton's no running, but until the very end. So here's your Aussies. There's your pull. There's your push. There's your squats. It looks good. Sit-ups and walking lunges. And then I have to think, all right, where are we at? Where's everybody's tailbones at? Because we did V-ups. No? Have we done V-ups this week? We really haven't. So your tailbone will be in pretty good shape. We did some sit-ups today. Yeah, we did some sit-ups today. We did some V-twists today. No, it's probably not a good idea to go at some V-ups tomorrow, right? Swipers. Yeah, the swipers were kind of rough. I could put some sit-ups on you, and then those of you that are hurting your tailbones or whatever hurting, you could just do those sit-ups. So Dalton's in the hunt. The only difference is, though, I really want something else that runs more often than the 1 mile. But I do like that 1 mile. So anyway, Dalton Plus, that's in the hunt. That's on the menu for tomorrow. I could just do that one. Ooh, upper 45. So this one's strange. Here's your triceps. We'll call that your push. Biceps, we'll call that your pull. Kettlebell swings. Man, we've been doing a ton of just back stuff. So we did those thrusters earlier this week. We got a ton of kettlebell swings on you. So I think that disqualifies this workout. But my hell, I love that bench dip and the bent row. I think it does need some squats in it. Now here's something that sometimes I'll do. I'll look at that and I'll go kettlebell swing, but everything else fits the bill. But there is no running in it. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just, you ever see the sub? So it'll say upper 45 sub squat. That means I subbed in a squat and I can just take out that kettlebell. But since there's no run in this, I'm going to go looking for another one. I think it needs a run. And there's Water Breaker. See, that's the September one. I've been kind of big on that one. Basics. Pull-ups, squats, burpees. Oh my hell, I love this. And look at these burpees. 4 rounds of the couplet of burpees and V-ups. Now, I love that couplet because it really is a core couplet. And it's been since Monday that we did burpees. So I think we're charged up. We could do burpees again. And it wasn't that many burpees anyway. So I kind of like that. Push-ups and pull-ups, yeah. Yeah, I could do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I could do that. Actually, just 4 sets of 5. 4 rounds of squats and a 400. There's my running. I love it. Yeah, I think it's basics tomorrow. But here's another part of it. We can't just put basics. So now I have to go to here and I have to look at several things. I have to look and see. I'll put basics in. And I'll look at the last time we did it. And for some reason, this stupid website doesn't list it for me. So I miss it sometimes. Like this says, oh, where did it go? It was right there. See, this thing has the worst search function of all time. Curse you, Squarespace. I love you. I'm grateful for you. But sometimes you might make my life kind of tough. Basic. Let's see if that'll pull it up. I got base in. Okay, stay. Good boy, computer. So here are the times we've done it, and it's not always super accurate, but it looks like we did it twice in 15, in May and October. We did it once in 16, once in 14, and once in 17. So it's been a year since we pulled basics out. So let's go look at it. Another thing I like to do is I like to come and I'll read the workout notes. A lot of times, you guys know, I just recycle the workout notes. I no need to go and redo something that's not broke, right? I'll look at the musings. Sometimes I'll just recycle that musing too. None of you read them. I know that. But one of you will, and it might mean something to you. So I'm probably going to leave that in there. Comments on this last time. It looks like Eminem. Mike did it last time in 31:47. Galen, thank you, Galen, for always posting your time. Ash did it in 22:30. Judy in 34. Leanne out of Cali did it in 26. Shar out of New Mexico did it in 35. So I know a lot of these folks. I don't know them all. And so this is kind of what I'm looking for. Some of you that know, this week I've been on kind of a short workout kick also, right? So you know that the workouts are all about 20 minutes. They haven't been much more than 20 minutes. That lies in stark contrast to last week when we had some longer workouts, and the week before that were even longer. So this week, what I'm doing is kind of cycling. I'm putting a little less exercise on you, but I'm jacking up the intensity to make up for it. So those of you that have been paying attention see that. Okay, so here we are. It looks like basics is going to win. I think that's where we're going to be for tomorrow in basics. I think it fits all of our needs. And then it's just a matter of pasting, cutting and pasting. So here are the things that are important to me. I'm really strict about how these things get lined up. Those of you that have ever posted for me will, or those that have ever posted for me, is really rare. I like to just do it myself. I like to do it the night before. But those who have, that I've had to call in from somewhere on top of a mountain or something because I got stuck and I can't make it to a computer, I will make them put everything exactly how you see it here. This isn't by happenstance, and I'm a super jerk about it. I'm a jerk about it, but I want it the way I want it because it's the way it makes sense to me the most. And I think that there are people out there that have gotten used to the way we serve it up, and it just makes sense to them. So that's really important to me too. And so here's what I want. In the very top bit, there's going to be a thing called basics, right? Now, you're going to notice some things that are wrong, but this was back in 2017 that we posted this, and some of this stuff hasn't become super important to me. You'll see that I put all the things. I put the workout first, no matter what. There's links to all of them. I'll go check those links because I'm not sure what push-up I've got on there. So I want to make sure I got the latest push-up. That's the Sam push-up. She does such a great push-up. I have others, but I leave that one because I love it. Here's the pull-up, which will probably be the instruction for the kipping pull-up that, oh, wow, that's old. That's a picture of Christine doing it. I think we filmed that in 2010. So I'll go change that. And I'll put the other ones in there. Squat. Let's look at the squat and see which one we have up for that. Little Kate's squat is just amazing. So I've got that one on. Anyway, so yeah, I'll go through and I'll check all the links. I miss them sometimes. Wow. That is an old burpee one too. So I'll switch that one out too because I like the other one of Kate doing the 5 minutes. Yes. And there's Mallory doing the V-ups. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. I'll go check the notes. I'll read through them. I'll make sure that they're all appropriate and applicable. I'll add anything to the notes that matters. Back then, they were numbered. I'll number them now. They're numbered on this one somehow. And then down here, I'll put if there are any extras. I haven't been big on extras this week. You'll notice that I've dropped them off all but one of the days. And that day was Monday and nobody did them. I think I know like 2 people that did them. So then I'll put, if there's any like announcements at our club only, I've been reticent to put the club announcements in like the holiday hours and stuff because so many people watch this now from kind of all over the country and world. Thank you for sharing. And please continue to share that. That's where I'll put those. The musings, it needs to be bolded. It has to be all caps and in the middle. I've sort of changed that. I know it's sick, but that's how it is. So I'll put a musing in there if I'm up to something or I'm thinking of something. I used to write them, now I kind of more video them like we're doing here. And then we do the pick of the day, which is something that I use to sort of just gel the community. So this is a way that we can all sort of look at each other and see each other and talk. And then I go, I read your comments. Did you know? I need them. I thank God for you every time you post a comment because it helps me work out this workout, and it helps us all kind of work out this workout. So I look at if anybody liked it. I try to duplicate that. Nobody ever does, so but I try anyways. It's part of my process, and that's what's involved in posting on Friday. Now what I have to do is do a bunch of copy and pasting and moving some stuff around. Lately, I've been putting the pick of the day as our Instagram feed. I just think it's more active and more relevant. So that's my process. That's how it works. There's sometimes tonight was easy. Sometimes I'll sit in here for several hours. The other night I sat here and looked at it for several hours. Mondays are my easiest day to program. Super simple. I can put anything I want up on Monday, and then I can build the week around it as long as I kind of understand how to put it on you, and I do. By the time I get to Friday gets complicated because I've got to put it all, I got to balance it all out and finish it up and wrap it up. My promise to you was that I was going to put a complete, fully functional, balanced fitness on you, top to bottom, left to right, back to front. And so this is where I take it real serious. I never flub a workout. I never never just throw any old something up there ever. I've never recycled a week unless I told you I was going to. I take this very serious because if you're here paying attention to me, I'm very grateful for that. And I take it, it's something that means a lot to me. So I will take it serious and do my work on this end because I know you're going to give me your work on that end. So that's my process. Maybe you'd like to know.